Welcome to the Post Racing Podcast with Ron Robinson, Post Racing, the site for winners.
Okay, let's go. Good morning. Looking back at my notes for what happened yesterday. It is still morning if you tuned in now. It's probably the afternoon if you haven't. Yesterday I chose 4 races from which to select our 4 for fun. The plan had been to select 4 horses from 4 races that I produced OMS for, and those selected were Rebecca's Girl, unplaced, one of our own 172, Shanagide came 4th, just beaten about a neck for 3rd place, and the last one was Fly Liberty Fly, who didn't handle the track, finished unplaced. As you can see in the text of this podcast below, because it'll be on the website, the OMS gave us 2 or 3 options in those races that I selected to work with, which is why I always Dutch my own plays. And in 3 of the 4 races, we had Rebecca's Girl and Coconut Bay in the 250. Now, Coconut Bay won that race at 5-1. The lucky pin didn't find it. In the 4 o'clock at the same track, we had Dream Deal, which was up in flames, 12-1 into 5-1. Quercus, 11-2 into 3-1. And one of our own, which was the selection for the 4 for fun, 11-2 into 4-1, won at 7-2. Shanagide was the only horse in that race that I could work with. That was 13-2 into 4-1, did no good. And Fly Liberty Fly was in the same race as another Son of Wind, which went and won the race at 3-1. So you might be asking yourself why I opted to bet against the strong in the Catterick 4 o'clock, which produced a nice 7-2 winner for us. Well, subscribe members, they'll recall me telling them how important it was last year sometime to keep an eye out for horses that were beaten favourites last time out. And here I opted to select the beaten favourite over the one that was considered hot. This time it paid off. Next time it might not, who knows. The fact about beaten favourites is, whilst around 21% of them win next time out, it's close to 60% that win or place next time out. So if we see one being supported to recoup losses from its last run, we should consider at the very least playing it to place, if nothing else. Yesterday we had 3 beaten favourites in the OMS section, and all 3 won, 7-2, 2-1 and 4-9. The 4-9 was only 4-9 because the original favourite was taken out. Whether it would have won or not, we will never know. The reason I'm looking for horses priced 4-1 or better for these 4 for fun plays, it's quite simple really. If you bet them in singles and one wins, you make a profit. Yesterday we saw 4 points going out, and because of that one winner at 7-2, we got 4.5 points returned. That's a profit, only half a point. But if you can do that every day of the year, or on average every day of the year, you'll make a profit of 182.5 points over 365 days. So we'll go again today. My selections, and they're not tips, I do not do tips, are Midnight Runner in the Pontefract 440. We've got Annie Law in the Yarmouth 810. A horse called I Love You Dad at Kempton 523. And the last one is a horse called IMOLA in the Kempton 825. Now, something that caught my eye and it's a little bit of interest too. I don't normally look at amateur riders races as a rule, but while I was doing some stats work this morning, I noted that Brodie Hampson is 2 from 2 for Archie Watson at Yarmouth. And in the 540, the very first race on the card, she's riding Sir Joseph Swan for him. The horse is also a previous course and distance winner, priced up around about 5-1, maybe a little 2080. Subscribe members in their newsletter today will have 4 strong OMS and 3 more in the OMS section of the newsletter, advised as being beaten favourites last time out. I'm going to say that's me done for the morning. You can join us on YouTube and hit the subscribe button so when these go live, you'll get an alert as soon as the podcast goes up. I'll just wish you the best of luck and we'll do it all again tomorrow. Bye now.
Post Racing, the site for winners.